Assistant Chief DeChant, tell me about incidents responded to by the fire department. What were the fire department's responsibilities for the Super Bowl?
So the fire department responsibilities are the same as for every Cardinals game. We provide emergency medical services in partnership with Southwest Ambulance inside the stadium and also directly outside. We provide hazardous materials or fire suppression response if there's an event within or outside the stadium. We had 98 responses the day of the Super Bowl, and we transported about 28 people, and it was a wide variety of different emergencies. Some people, they were just sick, other people were injured. Just to compare that to a normal Cardinals game, though, that's about 3 times the number of incidents that we typically have.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You could actually feel how many more people were here than just a regular game. Assistant Chief DeChant, how were the responsibilities for the Super Bowl different than for the regular season's Cardinals games?
The biggest difference is integration with public health. I'm sure, like most citizens probably saw, there was a scare with measles, Ebola was in the media. So we worked very aggressively with our public health partners, not only at the local level with county public health, but with the state and then even the CDC with that federal integration that Matt was talking about previously. So we worked very aggressively to make sure that the citizens, not only for the Super Bowl itself, but also within our city, were absolutely safe.
And talk about timing. Who would ever think the CDC would get involved with the Super Bowl? But when you have that many people, you have to be prepared for all things. Chief DeChant, what do you think is the biggest difference between the Super Bowl 42 and Super Bowl 49? The one we hosted in 2008 versus just hosting the Super Bowl you hosted?
Back in 2008, we really didn't know what to expect. Since that game, though, we've hosted over 200 events with the police department as well inside the stadium. So we're much better prepared and we're able to dial things in much better and make them safe as possible, but also we did it in a very realistic manner.
And that's what's great about having a stadium here, having a professional football team here, is when you have those regular games throughout the year, the synergy is already taking place. So it's really easy for you guys to transition and play at a larger scale. Chief DeChant, were there any surprises on Super Bowl Sunday besides the end of the game?
Absolutely. The fog the morning of the game. I've lived here most of my life, and honestly, I don't remember us having fog like that probably for the past 20 years. So the concern that we had from the fire department side, a number of jets flew into Glendale Airport, and so we're a little bit concerned about how that fog would affect the jets. And fortunately, in typical Arizona fashion, by about 11 o'clock or maybe noon at the latest, the fog had pretty much burned off and it wasn't an issue. But I was headed into work that morning at about 6 o'clock, and there was a lot of fog along Glendale Avenue.
Yeah. And when you're not used to something, you have now you have a different reaction for the day. This question is for both of you. What is the best lesson that you learned from the Super Bowl? We'll start with you, Chief.
You know, I think really it was an affirmation of what we knew already. The public safety agencies in Glendale have communication and partnerships that are unlike anywhere in the country. We work together all the time. At every Cardinals game, you'll see at least 14 different agencies working out there with us. And you don't see that anywhere else. That made it much easier for us to integrate all those other resources.
Chief?
I think Matt hit the nail on the head. Not only do we have great communication with the police and fire departments, but the customer service that we provide, we both have received numerous compliments on the excellent customer service from fans from out of state as well as citizens within our own city.
And of course, the seamless service that you all provide. Were there any incidents or any particular situation that sticks out in your minds about the end of Super Bowl? What when you look back and you have retrospect, what really hits you?
You know, and Chris hit on it a little bit. We knew more what to expect this time. We knew what to expect of the NFL. One place where we got caught by surprise was the reaction of the fans on Saturday. The day before the game, we had to close both Bethany Home Road and Maryland because there were so many fans out wanting to take pictures. Even though there was nothing going on at the stadium, they literally blocked the roadways with their cars and so many pedestrians. So we were surprised by that.
And especially having the direct TV event to the south and everything taking place at Westgate and at Tanger. Chief, do you have anything that you'd like to add with that?
You know, not really a surprise, but once again, I think just the partnership that we have with not only public safety, but transportation, earlier you talked to Gene, throughout the entire city. It really was a very positive experience, much less stressful this time than it was back in 2008. And really the way that all the employees came together really to take care of not only the citizens, but everyone from out of state or even international visitors that we had really showed the value of the Glendale employees.
You know, Chief, the only analogy I have is that you look at a pond and you see these ducks gliding ever so beautifully, but you never see how their feet are just paddling like heck underneath the water. Thank you, Assistant Chief Lively and Assistant Chief DeChant, for taking time out of your busy schedules to be the guests on my show today, especially coming off the international spotlight. Gentlemen, I really want to thank you for all your hard work and everything you do, so thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
We learned a lot about what goes on behind the scenes when planning mega events in and around the University of Phoenix Stadium in our beautiful city of Glendale, Arizona. We are proud of the work that was performed by so many to make it possible, and our city will continue to make plans to invite additional events to come here in future years. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the planning and preparation required to host the Super Bowl. Although Super Bowl 49 is now behind us, much of the planning, preparation, and safety training will continue to benefit the city of Glendale for years to come. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Glendale Today.